is up, everybody? Happy Super Bowl Sunday. I am Bobby from Bobby's Breakdowns coming at you with another live stream. Yes, as you can tell, we are going to be predicting the Wrestlemania card. We do know a few matches, but we're going to be predicting a lot more than just these few matches that we know. And I am joined today by a few special guests. Please welcome back to the channel, Shoop and Max. What's up, guys? How we doing?
Hey, Javi, how we doing, man? Appreciate
Yeah.
you having me back on here, and I appreciate
course.
you allowing me to put Max on all these people's screens too. I know that's asking a lot, and yeah, we're just happy to be here and talk to you for an hour.
Of course, hell yeah, let's do it. All right, so I did promise a special announcement, or a few, so let's kick it over to my buddy Shoop, and he will go into that.
All right, well, I'm going to start off by saying here, the reason Max is standing right behind me right here, a lot of you guys who've been keeping up with the Shoop journey here, the story going on, Max does not work for me until right about this morning. I got on a phone call with him, and I was kind of planning out the next couple weeks. I got a couple of huge matches coming up. Finally defending my American Championship again this weekend against Mike Kilgannon. It's going to be an awesome match at SBCW. However, last weekend, took on the Weaver and the Pain, Wayne Moxley and Bruiser Bob. KC Kazana, great athlete, great partner. Next best guy behind Shoop at SBCW. There, Shoop said it. Bonehead, I was trying to tell him not to use the champion. Don't hit them with the championship. We can beat these guys. We don't need to cheat. And what does he do? What did he do, Max? Max hit Casey, hit Bruiser Bob in the face. So now Bruiser Bob and Wayne get another chance at our tag team championships in a month. So building up that month, KC Kazana is a very busy man, works for a ton of great promotions, including the NWA, which is very hot right now. He's going to be away for a month, so I will be without a partner at SBCW. And I do not feel comfortable walking around in the locker room, walking around backstage with Wayne and Bob lurking around, who I know want these tag titles really bad. And so I'd be foolish to not have someone having my back. So this morning I called Max. I said there's a ton of circumstances he's going to have to follow. This week I'm going to give a State of America address. Max will issue his formal apology there. And we're going to just go from there. And he's on his last, I've said this before, he's on his last straw. Like, this is, don't mess up again, bro. Like, seriously.
I got you.
All right. So which brings me to my next point. I was talking about Casey Kazana. He's a busy man. He's got a group of guys at this place called School Morton. It's a school and a promotion. I want to make that very clear. It's a school and a promotion. The School Morton in Chuckey, Tennessee. This Friday night at Joe Kazana Promotions, the Kirk Kazana, Michael Gabriel, his partner, and Evan Golden, they're the Gen 3 Express, because they're all second generation or third generation wrestlers. They were running them they're a little cliquey in the back in the locker room, and I was like, come on, guys. Casey, we got tag titles on another show. Ricky, we got a little bit of history of training together. What's up? Why are you guys acting like this? Some type of way, being a little weird, standoffish towards Max and I. And it kind of escalated at some point in the locker room that we had to actually be breaking up. So I got on the phone. I said, I talked to Scott, he's a promoter at School Morton. And I said, man, someone's got to put these guys back in their place. They're running their mouth. They're talking too much. They're getting a little too cocky. So I'm coming back. I wrestled a couple matches at School Morton. I'm not there very often. I'm not there frequently. But I do feel like I need to show up there and put these two back in their place. So what did I do? I said, Scott, let me draft a team of guys that I have experience with, that I know these guys, that would be willing to teach them a lesson, that have seen these guys change, seen these guys turn into people that they're not. So Scott was like, that's awesome. You get a team together, let me know who they are, and we're gonna get after it next Saturday or next Sunday, February 18th. It's gonna be a 6-man tag match. The Gen 3 Express versus Team Shoop. And right now, I'll be announcing the draft picks for Team Shoop. So, His first pick, I actually called this morning, and I got him on the phone, and we had a long conversation. He knows them just as well. He knows 2 of the 3 just as well as anyone. In fact, he trained them. I called Dr. Tom Pritchard to be my partner. And he was just like, no, I'm not going to go team with you at school, Morton. That's the worst idea I've ever heard in my life. So I was like, come on, Doc. I mean, we could go teach him a lesson. They called me a 12-week wonder for training with you for 12 days. And the Doc's like, no. You can find 2 partners that have a little bit more reason to want to go fight and go kind of teach Casey and Ricky or Michael Gabriel a lesson. So my next picks, I tried to call this morning as well. And I tried to call, I don't know if you follow on Instagram, this past summer, me and Max challenged the Blockbusters, one of the hottest teams in the UK, to a series of athletic competitions in which they actually were able to beat me and Max in. So I was impressed by that. So I called them, and apparently they got new numbers back over in UK. So the line didn't go through, so I couldn't get them as well. So with the first pick in the Shoop team draft to go up this Sunday against the Gen 3 Express, live from the Chucky Dome in School of Morton, Team Shoop selects Von Miller, Texas A&M University.
Von Miller. Different Von Miller, I think you're talking about.
Wait, so the guy I talked to this morning on the phone, that wasn't the Von from the Bills?
No. This is the Von Miller you faced a couple weeks ago at SBCW.
Yeah, not the Super Bowl MVP.
Okay, so I will have Von Miller will be. I talked to Von Miller this morning. Von Miller will be there with me next Sunday at School of Morton. And as for my second pick, let me see that phone real quick. I'm calling up an old friend. He trained with the time at the JPWA with me. So I'm gonna give him a ring right now. His name is Alejandro Sancho. And I'm gonna see what he's got to say right now. What's going on, Alan? Okay, Alan doesn't want to be a part of Team Shoop. So I need another partner. And I don't have a ton of friends in the sport. I've rubbed some people the wrong way in a couple different locker rooms I've been in.
Yeah.
So right now, I will make the decision to delay my next draft pick until later this week when I can find someone who's ready.
All right. Well, we got Von Miller, not that Von Miller, not the one that just played a playoff game a few weeks ago. Yeah. And then we will find out later this week who the second man on Team Shoop is. I love it.
If anyone is out there, anyone watching right now, want to let me know, send your resume to Max. He'll have a look at it. And if he feels that you're ready to team with Shoop and team with Vaughn, then he'll forward that to me and he'll put it in the right person's hands. So hit me up. You can follow me on Instagram. Hit me up on Facebook. Hit up Max on Facebook. If you feel like you're ready to team with Shoop and you want to teach the Gen 3, the jackasses a lesson over at School of Morton, let me know.
All right. Yeah, there you go. So if you want to wrestle, sound off in the comments, and then, we'll go from there. No guarantees, definitely. Right. That was awesome. I love it. On to our WrestleMania card predictions. Now, as of Thursday night, Eastern.
Which was awesome. Thursday was awesome. That was really cool. They need to keep doing stuff like that. That was awesome.
It didn't answer my questions, but it made it feel like it was a big deal, and that's
no doubt.
That's what I like.
And that's what the Rock, yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Rock turning heel, and then of course, which was needed. So as of right now, the stream is Super Bowl Sunday. These are the official matches. Roman Reigns defending the WWE Championship, which I realized they dropped the Universal against.
Did they? I did not notice that, but interesting.
Yeah. On the WrestleMania poster, it says WWE Champion Roman Reigns.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now, could they change that? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean,
But
change it 3 times before you let yeah.
9 days ago? Yeah, 9 days ago, Cody said, "I'm coming for you to take everything from you," but not at WrestleMania. Then The Rock comes out. Rock and Roman have a stare down, and you're like, "Oh, I know what's happening here."
Mm-hmm.
And then 6 days later, Cody Rhodes says, "I'm challenging Roman Reigns." So, from this match, the only way I see this going is a triple threat: Cody versus Roman versus Rock.
Okay. And you think
What
that's
about
what you think?
Yeah.
So I do agree with you that your question does not 100% get answered when he said, why did he come out and say, I'm not finishing it at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
However, I do think it'll be Cody and Roman one-on-one. And I think we will have some sort of tension built up across both sides. Maybe, I know, well, obviously we have the tension between Cody and Roman right now, or Cody and Rock right now. But soon, Cody and Roman, or Rock and Roman will kind of start to see some tension there, a little bit of a power struggle for who's the real head of the table. And I think Rock will be the special enforcer for the match. I don't know if he'll be the referee. Maybe he's at ringside. Maybe he's going to be involved. He's going to get that WrestleMania entrance. He's going to be out there somehow. But I do not think it's a one-on-one match. I think maybe he wants to call it, says we got this got to be down the middle. So he's going to be out there. So Solo and Jimmy can't get involved. Maybe he fights them off. But I think where this ultimately leads to is Cody finishing the story there at WrestleMania. And then at the Saudi pay-per-view, I assume they're doing in June, Cody and Roman and Rock pay it off there maybe.
Are they doing a Saudi pay-per-view in June? I didn't know that.
Dude, that's a good question. I don't know if it's on the books as at the moment, but I don't know. When is their contract with Saudi? They definitely are doing a Saudi show this year, I got to assume.
Yeah, they do 2 a year. When did they do it? Last year they did.
That's what the last year they just did the one in June though. Last year was the first year they only did one.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I was actually talking.
I know.
I asked someone about that because that was my idea.
They went in November. I remember that.
This past year?
Yeah, they went in November because it was Roman versus Knight was the main.
Oh,
event.
You're right. They did do 2. You're right. I'm an idiot. Yeah. Max is an idiot. He's the one who told me that.
What was the second show last year, though?
When Seth won the title.
Memorial Day weekend. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, now I remember. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, good call. Good call. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, usually, so maybe they'll do that again, May and November, or May and October.
That's what I'm thinking. They'll do Roman and Rock in the one in May.
That's, as long as Rock gets that WrestleMania entrance so I can finally see him live, I'm okay.
Yeah, I know you were real happy. I know of all people, that's who I first heard. I saw you right on Instagram, posting that on your story. You thought that was awesome. Yeah.
I was, because I was like, finally, pun intended. I've seen Austin live. I've met and seen Taker live. I've seen Goldberg live, or I've met Goldberg. I've met Bret Hart. Rock's the last one. I've seen Hogan live. It's like Rock is the last one I need, and I'll be content.
You're gonna see he's gonna be out there, no doubt. He is 100% going to be out there in some capacity. So you're gonna get to see him.
Yeah, because I'm only going to night 2.
Oh, okay. I think you should say that, but yeah, damn.
So I'm hoping if he shows up on night 1, I'm gonna have to. If he's only advertised for night 1, I'm gonna have to find my way there. I don't just okay, whatever.
No, I have a feeling he'll be there night 2. He's gonna be out there in some capacity. That main event.
If Roman Cody is night 2, which I'm like 99% sure it will be. Nate says, "Why wasn't I invited?" Shoop walks alone. I don't think Shoop likes company.
Yeah, no shot. No. You gotta pass a background test. You gotta pass a physical test. I mean,
I don't know. He's trying to be on the stream.
Max has gone through that physical test a couple times, and he has passed it once he started training with me. But it's not easy. It's not something you want to go through. It's not something you want to just jump out and do at it. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He makes you run through a tornado. That's
actually, speaking of which, do you have time to knock that out this week since it's kind of like the rehiring process?
I got you.
Wednesday, right? 5 a.m.
Yep. 5 a.m.
Cool.
5 a.m. Sledgehammer Horror, thanks for joining us, buddy. I predict I make an entrance and become the head of the table, and Roman and Rock acknowledge me, and Solo turns on both to join me. Wow, that's
It's
an
gonna be
interesting
hard to
one.
do that if you keep hiding behind a profile like that. Maybe put your real name out there, but
Big wrestling guy, I love it.
Or
So,
maybe they
all
make
right.
you the table and they're the head of you. I don't know.
True. That's a good idea, Max.
Max is the table.
I love it. All right, let's get to the second obvious confirmed match, and then we can go in plenty of different directions, if you ask me. Io Sky versus Bailey.
That's fair.
Simply
Yep.
put, Bailey won
Easy,
the Rumble. Damage Control turned on her a week ago.
Last
Maybe?
Friday. Yep.
Yeah. The same night that Rock and Roman came face to face. Yeah. That one's simple. There's really not much to it. Bailey Io. Yeah, that's really all I got. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Sledgehammer horror. Daddy hides from no one. Don't make me drop the sledgehammer right now.
All right, he can go away.
Harder! Harder!
I love
Flame it
it.
harder!
All right.
He's not hired.
He's not hired. Let's go to the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins is very injured right now. Now, it was going to be Seth Rollins and CM Punk. CM Punk tore his tricep. CM Punk is no longer in the equation. Who do you have facing Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship?
Well, next week, my winner of the Elimination Chamber will be Drew McIntyre.
Yep. We're on the same page.
I have Sami Zayn somehow inserting himself into that, and it will be a triple. I believe that will be a World Heavyweight will be a triple threat match.
Two triple
I think
threats.
Sami
Okay.
coming out making the save on Punk, for Punk when Drew was beating him up on a couple weeks ago meant something. I think Sami Zayn will be involved in that triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Good call. Good call.
Interesting. Okay. I was thinking Sami Zayn like a week ago, but we'll get to where Sami falls in with me on this one. Okay. I mean, we probably have a different order. So, what is your next match on your?
Okay, so
Well,
I
actually,
think
actually, hold on. Sorry. Let's go through the champions, and then we can do the random matches. So we'll try and stay on the same page. If
Okay.
that's cool.
Can
All
we go back to the main event just because this is something a little thing, and it's the shit that I love in wrestling. I mean, people think about the Rock and Austin. They think that My Way video. That's what people remember, that promo package before. Hear me out here. I know it's not the perfect fit for maybe Cody Rhodes' character. Remind me, where is WrestleMania this year?
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
What was Cody Rhodes' dad's nickname?
The American Dream.
What is Cody's nickname?
The American Nightmare.
So if they put Cody Rhodes' story to Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill and then led into There's More Than One Wrestling, I mean, tell me that Lincoln Financial Field will not explode, bro.
That's a good one. Oh,
I mean, maybe it's not the perfect fit for Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
I mean,
it would be cool.
That place would be that. I mean, that place will be rocking if they put the Cody Rhodes story to Dreams and Nightmares and led right into the entrances for that match.
And it's not like you're changing the whole song. You could still do the whoa like that.
Yeah, no, I agree. You can do that right into his Kingdom song.
Yeah.
I think that's the video package you got to use for WrestleMania main event this year. I think it's too perfect in Philly with the American Dream story, the American Nightmare story. I think it fits. But we could go on.
That would be good.
You want to knock out the championship?
Bobby, why don't you be his partner? I'd love to see you get your ass kicked. Thank you, Nate.
Actually, yeah, Bobby. Put together a highlight tape. Maybe put list tangible. I mean, height, weight, all that stuff. 40 time. I mean, I'll give you a look. Do you have a huddle or something I could check out?
Not yet. I can get that going.
Okay, cool.
Get that going for sure. My 40 time. Can we make that like a 20-yard dash time? Like
Yeah, you might get blown up by the end of 40. Yeah, I understand that.
it would be better on the
Yeah,
side.
it makes sense. Wrestling ring's not 40 yards long anyway.
Perfect. This guy's got a great idea. Dreams and nightmares. I'm going to come unglued. Yes, Nate will be there too. Big Cody Rhodes guy. Now, I'm not a big Cody Rhodes guy, so.
Never yet. Remember you saying that? Yep. I think it's gonna be. It's Cody's got to finish the story.
Listen,
I'm with Cody this time. Although if Roman held the title for another 10 years, I wouldn't be surprised either. I mean, he's doing some awesome shit right now.
He's the thing for me is he's so close to Hogan's record, and it's like, do they really pull the rug out? I think he gets it in like August or September.
I think it's August. Yeah, I think he's got to hold it till August still. Then.
Yeah. So like
he's got a shot.
So
I mean, I would not be surprised one bit.
I don't know, man. And then, oof, man. And then, yeah. I mean, but here's the thing about Cody. Do I care for Cody? No. But you cannot deny the movement behind him.
They did.
You simply can't. You simply can't. And they I don't know if Rock turning heel was always in the cards. I don't think it was. I gotta be honest.
It worked. But whatever it was, it's working right now. It's on fire.
Yeah, but I can't imagine they saw this hate for Rock coming.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by it too. I'm not gonna lie, but no, I think it's all good. I mean, I think it's great for the WWE right now. Like,
oh yeah,
everyone's talking about it. I mean, I see it. You see it everywhere. It's on every single channel right now. This is huge.
It's on fire right now. They're on fire right now. Like, it's just, and then leading up to the press conference was a bit much. I don't know, something about something to me about death threats over wrestling is just a little much.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I mean, I was when, yeah.
To me,
anonymous Twitter. Those are the anonymous Twitter accounts that I'm talking about. Guy in the comments here is not as bad as those guys on Twitter. They still got the freaking egg emoji tweeting, "You should kill yourself because whatever." No, dude, get a life.
It's a little much. Bobby's title is the head of the version table.
We hate fake Twitter accounts.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right. On to the next match. We'll do the titles and then we'll do. I'm interested in your tag team match. But we'll go to the United States Championship first. I'm assuming Logan Paul will be walking in champ. Who do you got him facing? Or if you have a different champ, go for that.
Nope, that's exactly what I'm facing, and I think this will be the stipulation match of the weekend. I think this will be the one. This actually is the only match I had with a no disqualification stipulation. And it will be Falls Count Anywhere against Kevin Owens, who he faced at Royal Rumble. I think they just continue this probably another month or so. I think they can keep going. I think him and KO will get the big Mania internet-breaking moment in Falls Count Anywhere match in Philly.
This one was hard because I don't know where to put Owens on this one because I don't have Logan versus Owens. That's a good one. I have Logan versus LA Knight.
See, that's a couple months ago. That was 100% the easy answer. LA Knight, I have actually in an interesting spot here that it might. It's not for a title, but he'll get a rub. Maybe not the right. Not where you're thinking, but you'll be surprised maybe where I have him.
You know what? I just gave Owens a match. We'll get to that soon. I actually just came up with a good one. I would enjoy this match actually. All right. We'll go IC title, then both tags, and then we can go into our random matches. Cool. Not random, but non-title matches. All right, Intercontinental title. Assuming Gunther walks in.
Gunther's walking in, kicking off from WrestleMania. I think he's the first entrance of WrestleMania weekend. I think he's the first match of the show, and I think Jey Uso is going to follow him out there, and Jey Uso is going to walk out of the show with the Intercontinental Championship. I think that'll be your first match of the weekend. I think that's a great, great start to get the momentum going for the entire weekend.
Get the crowd hot, get them
I
going.
thought about Gunther. I literally had Gunther Jey, and I crossed it out. And I put Gunther defending against Sami Zayn and Sami Zayn winning.
Yep. all these, I think we contemplate a lot of different things. What I was gonna do with if Gunter and Chad Gable still, I think that's people. I think are forgetting that could still be a possibility. I think Chad Gable said, I mean, when that last match, Chad Gable promised. He said he promised his daughters he's gonna win that championship. I mean, the motivation to promise your daughters that on national television. Do you know how bad that man wants the Intercontinental Championship? So I don't think he's done with that. I don't think he's done with that title yet, and I don't think he's done chasing it. I don't know if WrestleMania will be the stage he gets another opportunity on. I don't think anyone who loves wrestling, loves WWE, would be mad if Chad Gable and Gunter kicked off WrestleMania and for the Intercontinental Championship.
I for sure wouldn't, because in August, September, if he would have been the one to dethrone Gunther, I would not have been mad whatsoever. I was pulling for it because Gunther got the record in like August or something, or September.
I'm not sure that Chad Gable hit. I think Chad Gable might be finishing the story before Cody Rhodes, honestly.
Michael Gabriel wrestles. I hope Shoop's picks are all wrong. He isn't fully enlightened.
See, Michael Gabriel is one of those Gen 3 jackasses that I was talking about earlier. And Brett, Max, remind me here. Is Michael Gabriel a third-generation wrestler? Because according to Michael Gabriel, his father or his grandfather was a promoter in East Tennessee, and that qualifies him to be in a group full of second-generation talents. No, and the thing is, Michael, you're better. You're more powerful than that. You don't need to be hanging around these jackasses like that.
Casey Cassandra, you don't need that. Sorry.
He's still my partner, man.
Sorry.
He's still my partner. But come on, Michael. You're better than that. And I know Von Miller, who apparently doesn't play for the Buffalo Bills, has a lot. He's been waiting for this one to get his hands on Michael Gabriel for a while. Because a little backstory here. Michael Gabriel and I used to be we used to have a good relationship. We trained together. We hung out outside. We get dinner after shows. We rode together a couple times. And I actually used his assistance when Von Miller was coming after my American Championship. I used Michael Gabriel's assistance. I'm not going to lie. Because I've seen Von wrestle before. He likes to cheat. He likes to cut corners. So when Max was tossed from ringside for whatever reason, when he was just doing his job, standing there, having my back, Michael Gabriel made his presence known. And that was the difference. But it's not going to be the difference next Sunday. The difference is when Von Miller goes up top for that frog splash, and nobody gets higher than Von Miller on that frog splash. He's going to come down, he's going to crack a couple ribs, Michael Gabriel. And you're going to be reading from that book with your ribs bandaged up for a long, long time.
He says the Gen 3 Express picks are always right. Hand emoji.
Sure.
And then he said in the 1880s, pal.
In the 1880s. Oh, okay. Just sure. Where's the footage? There's no footage of that. There's no footage of
There's no pictures.
Wilt Chamberlain 100-point game. I mean, it's just like that. I'll believe it when I see pictures of that Wilt Chamberlain 100-point game. Like I'll believe when I see pictures of this promotion.
It's a conspiracy, is what it is.
Right about something, Max, for once.
We have a weird request. Bobby, take your shirt off. I'm good.
No, let's not. No. If anyone's gonna take that, actually, let me take a time out here. Hold this. Hold this.
Show them shoot.
I'm not gonna do this. I know this is kids watching, but what I am gonna do is take my warm-up jacket off and show off the debut of Shoop Trains Harder merchandise. You yourself can train harder in a Shoop Trains Harder t-shirt when you're at the gym. Think about the man repping who just trains harder. Find me on Instagram, find me on Facebook, message me and get your order in. They're going hot. Already had to order second shipment.
And then Michael Gabriel wrestles. Put some respect on my great-grandfather Sylvester Gabriel's name.
Who? I've never heard of you. Where's it in the record books?
He said,
where's it in the history books?
Okay. All right.
We're going to put some respect on the name Shoop next Sunday. And whoever me and Vaughn get in our corner with us.
All right. So, we did the IC title. Both good picks, in my opinion. Sammy could be great.
They can't go wrong. Gunther's gonna have a great match regardless. So
Yeah. Okay. Oh, we'll go to the tag titles because you said you had a crazy one, and I think I have a crazy one too. Okay. Assuming Judgment Day walks in as champs, who do you got them facing?
So I think this Judgment Day, R-Truth story is going to continue until WrestleMania. Well, yes, until WrestleMania. It might keep going until the show in France. May keep going until the Saudi Arabia show. Here's my idea. So you got the Judgment Day giving R-Truth an open the choice to pick a partner and compete for the tag team championships at WrestleMania. Awesome Truth doing some great stuff right now. Miz, Judgment Day's out in the ring. They make their big entrance. Awesome Alter Bridge song. The Damian Priest during that entrance is awesome. They look like a freaking rock band. R-Truth comes out. He's up on the stage. He says he's got his partner. The Miz interrupts him. Miz out there is big time WrestleMania gear, WrestleMania entrance, looking like a superstar like he is. R-Truth goes, wait, you're not my partner. My partner's my idol from my childhood, John Cena.
Oh my God.
And John Cena is who they got coming into team with R-Truth against the Judgment Day for the tag titles. And I don't think R-Truth and John Cena will win. I think Dominic Mysterio will screw over R-Truth and Cena. And that's where I was saying I think this goes to the Saudi or France show. I think we get maybe Cena versus Dom in one of these next pay-per-views coming after that. And that's a big payoff out of this.
Oh, that's a good one. So I have Awesome Truth versus Judgment Day, and maybe you could throw Waller and Theory in there, whatever on that one. But I like your idea better of Cena and Truth. That's phenomenal.
I think
love that.
I'm a big believer that everything in WWE on Raw or SmackDown happens for a reason. We've seen this R-Truth and John Cena kind of story be told for a couple of years now, but I think at some point it's going to be, I think this is the perfect time to do that.
That would be great. If Cena's available, I am all for that. AJ Love says Awesome Truth wins the belts at Mania. If it is Awesome Truth, I do think they win the belts for sure.
I would agree with that. Yep.
Yeah. Can't wait to see Little Jimmy. Yeah. Oh, Cena and Truth. Now I want it. Now I just really want it. Okay. All right. The last title, actually the last two titles on here. This one was tough. Women's World Championship. Rhea Ripley is probably walking in as champion after she beats Nia Jax at the Elimination Chamber. Who do you got facing her?
I think the winner of the Women's Elimination Chamber next Sunday. I'll be or a couple Sundays from now. They haven't announced all the winner or all the qualifying matches have not finished yet, I guess. But my pick is Becky Lynch to win that. And I think Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley's a pretty safe pick. Those are two of the biggest stars in not just women's wrestling and wrestling period. So I don't think you can get a much bigger women's match than that. Liv Morgan would be a great story too. Maybe they could get a triple threat there because Rhea and Liv have the history as well. But I think Rhea versus Becky Lynch is big time.
I'm only excluding Liv Morgan because Becky Rhea is first time ever. If it wasn't, I feel like you could throw Liv in there, no problem. But
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, you got to do that because we never got Becky versus Ronda 1-on-1, so it's like strike while the iron's hot and everyone's healthy.
I think Rhea's gonna win, so I think there's still time for Rhea and Liv this summer.
You think Rhea's gonna win? Interesting. So you think maybe Liv beats Rhea in at SummerSlam or something?
I'm a big Rhea Ripley fan, man. I mean, Rhea Ripley's awesome. I think she's top 5 wrestler period in the world. Honestly, she's a freaking star.
I met her at the airport on the way home from Dallas in 2022. She was cool. It's so funny when I met her. She had like the longer blonde hair. Like a month later, she joined Judgment Day, short black. So I was like, oh, okay. It's
Yeah,
pretty
no,
cool.
she's had a very great career, very interesting build. I mean, story to get to where she is now, but she's on fire.
Charlotte versus Rhea last year live
Last
at
year.
SoFi Stadium. The
Damn
crowd
good.
was, I can confirm, the crowd was going berserk for that match.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like when Rhea hit the one riptide, I sat there and Charlotte kicked out. I was like, oh no, Charlotte's going to beat her again. They got me. They had me right where they want me.
Yep.
And I was like, and then she hit the riptide off the top rope, and I was like, please pin her, please pin her, please pin her. And yeah, the crowd went berserk. And that was right before Sammy and KO versus the Usos. Yeah.
Yep.
They're two great matches.
That was great. Yeah. WrestleMania is awesome every year. Biggest show in the world every year for a reason.
You should have asked her out, Bobby. You're Rhea Ripley. I think, who was she dating? Buddy Matthews at that point? I don't even remember.
She might have. Yeah, she probably. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I mean, I don't keep up with that shit.
I don't think it would have. I don't think it would have went well, honestly. But then again, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. All right.
Before she was with Dom. That's all I know.
That's true. That's true. This is the last title match I got. I really have no idea where I'm going with this. Asuka and Kairi defending the tag belts. They might not even defend the tag belts.
To be honest, I actually did not even have that on my card that I wrote down. And it's not. I mean, I just. Yeah. You know why? I didn't write these cards, down, but there's a couple. They every year for the NXT take. They don't call them takeover anymore, but there will be main roster talent on the competing on the NXT show that Saturday morning. I could 150% see that the main roster tag titles being defended on that show for sure.
That would be cool.
Which you know what my main event for that show is. I don't think this is happening, but if he's healthy, if he's back, you haven't heard from him for a while. You know who I have Dragunov defending against?
No.
Sheamus.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah, where's he been? Oh, I thought he was going to return at the Rumble.
Yeah, so did I. Don't have him on my WrestleMania card. Sheamus and Dragunov on NXT in Philly would be cool.
That would be. You want to get the crap. You want to get people to go to that show. I mean, you'll have Trick and Mello. You'll have maybe Braun and Corbin against
Stack, my boy.
Yeah.
Stacks.
Let's go.
Stacks. Shout out Stacks. Shout out Tony D. Shout out the family. Those are the boys. Call up Cousin Shoopy. Cousin Shoopy's ready to make a trip down to Orlando. Give me a call.
And Max.
Cousin Shoopy.
Just to spot you. I got to spot you, right?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I'm interested to see what they do with Orton. He's a tough screwer. We will get to that. Yeah, okay. You can go next on one of the non-title matches you have because I'm sure we have different. So
I'll go with one that I think is for sure happening. This is the only a lot of these non-title matches are kind of just me throwing up because the non-title matches are the hardest ones to predict at this point because we still got Elimination Chamber. We still got some. We don't know. Braun Breaker's going to be called up full time. I mean, we don't know exactly what they're going to do with some of the NXT guys. So we'll that's a little bit tougher to predict. One that I think for sure is happening just for the last couple of months, how he's been presented and kind of how he sent Rey Mysterio out is Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio will fight at WrestleMania.
How did I not have that on the card? Wow. Okay. I'm adding that right now. I thought about doing Ray Dom again, but I was like, no.
I thought about it. You know what? So did I. I thought of Ray and Dom again this year, but I think it's going to be Santos and Ray. I think that's where that's
slipped
going.
my mind. Ray being out just slipped my mind.
Santos and Dom versus Ray and Carlito.
I can see that as well. Another tag team match on the show.
Cool.
I can definitely see that. Yeah,
I love
Carlito.
Carlito, great.
Man, Carlito, don't get me started on Carlito. Carlito, when I was a kid, that was one of my favorite wrestlers for sure. I've been a big Carlito guy for a long time. I love watching him wrestle. He's a great athlete and always someone that I was very happy to see back on my TV.
When I met him in 2021. I didn't mean to, but I know I made him feel old, judging by his reaction. I was like, man, I used to watch you when I was like a kid, and he was like, oh, cool, thanks, man. Like you could tell, he was like, oh man, I'm old. Like, but he was
Nah,
like,
he
thank
can
you.
still go, man. He looks like he's
No,
honestly in the best shape of
great
his
shape.
life, which is crazy. He looks like he's been training a little bit harder,
Mm.
like Shoop, but
When
would
he
love to
came
one day
back,
get in the ring with Carlito. That is,
oh,
I don't,
I love that
I
match.
hate when I see the indie guys post like dream opponent lists or this is who I want to wrestle this year. No, I want to wrestle everyone. I want to wrestle whoever's the champion. But Carlito, I could see being a champion again one day, and I would love to get in there with Carlito.
At one point, I think before we knew Cena was coming back. No, wait. Oh, I had Carlito versus Austin Theory at SummerSlam last year because I think Theory was still the
Yeah,
US champ.
I could have seen that. That was when did he come back? He came back at was it not what's it called? Payback maybe. What was that? Was that the name?
Fastlane?
Fastlane or Payback? Yeah, Fastlane. You're right.
So he made an appearance in Puerto Rico in May of last year, which was awesome.
Mm-hmm. That was great. Yep. That was one of my. Backlash was maybe my favorite pay-per-view of the entire year last year.
The crowd was hot. I was expecting Carlito, but once the music hit, I was like, yes. And he ran out, and I don't know if you know the story about him with the shirt they made him wear. What was the group name? Legado del. It wasn't a Legado del Fantasma shirt. Maybe it was a Bad Bunny shirt. They were like, "Hey, can you wear a Bad Bunny shirt?" He goes, "I'll wear whatever shirt you want." But once I hit that ring and do my thing, the shirt's coming off. Yeah. He's like, just know that. He's like, just know that. They were like, yeah, cool. They were like, just run out with it. And he's like, sure. Oh, Carlito, I hope he gets a WrestleMania match. That would be cool. And then he came back at Fastlane as the mystery partner. Yeah. All right. My next match is maybe an obvious one, not so much. I got Jimmy versus Jey Uso. I think they're just gonna. I know they were 1-2 in the Rumble, but I still think it's happening. Just as yeah.
So okay, I love that match. Another match I had initially had to open WrestleMania, start the show, for night one, crowd hot. I had Sammy and Jay versus Jimmy and Solo.
Ooh, okay. I have Solo on here for another match.
Okay. Oh,
okay.
No, I did not have Solo in a singles, but yeah, no. If I was gonna have Solo in a match, I thought Jimmy and Solo would be teaming up against Jay and Sammy to open the show in a tag match. Not sure where they're going now. I could definitely see Jay and Jimmy still, especially if he takes the Intercontinental Championship. Maybe Gunther gets elevated. Maybe Gunther steps in and wants the shot at Seth. So we'll see. Yeah, no, I would not be surprised by that at all.
All right, what's your next matchup you got?
All right, here's an interesting one. He has not been featured at all on television. He returned at the Royal Rumble. Maybe he has been. Okay, like I said, I missed SmackDown on Friday night. I don't believe he was even seen backstage. But Andrade versus L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're.
And who do I have coming in for the big save, costing LA Knight the match? Charlotte Flair.
Ooh.
Injured. She's injured. She's out for 6 or 7 more months with the ACL. She can still manage Andrade.
True, he does need a mouthpiece for the most part. Interesting. Okay. I didn't even have Andrade on here. I didn't even think of that. Wow. And I thought my predictions were great. All right.
Be great, but you can't be Shoop, so.
True. On to the solo singles match. There we go. Solo Sikoa versus Randy Orton.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have that. It's similar to the match I had for Randy. Honestly, I could see that more. Actually, that's more likely the match than I had for Randy. Yeah, I definitely could see Solo Sikoa and Randy Orton in the singles match.
Yeah, Orton's got to be on the card because he missed. Did he miss the last 2 WrestleManias or one?
just won. The year before it was the Fatal 4-Way with him,
Yeah.
Riddle, Gable, and Otis.
And
Can't remember who
Profits?
else was in on that, but I think it was a Fatal 4-Way for the Raw Tag.
I think the Profits were there.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
assume. I'd have to assume so. I can't remember exactly, but
You know, yeah, then they all like drank after the match, and then Gable Steveson
yep.
suplexed Chad Gable. That's what it was. I remember that. And everyone was like, oh, who's this guy? And I don't think we've seen him. No, we have seen Gable Steveson since he had that one NXT match with Corbin, but that was it. AJ Love says Orton versus Seth for me for the win. I mean, I wouldn't hate that either.
I don't think that's another guy. I mean, I don't think if you love wrestling, if you love WWE, and they just were to insert Randy Orton into any world title or championship match, I don't know anyone who gets upset over that or isn't looking forward to watching Randy Orton. I mean, Randy Orton's back and better than almost ever, which is insane.
Yeah, he looks incredible. It's amazing for I don't even know how old he is at this point. All right. I believe you're up. Your next match.
Yeah. I'll go with who I had Randy against. Because actually, I think I have one more that we haven't discussed after this. It looks like, yep. I had Randy against Theory. I had him against Theory with Grayson Waller out there. I mean, I think they could tell the story. I mean, Randy's been in Theory's shoes. He was the young, up-and-coming prospect who had issues in the locker room. I think Randy Orton needs to step out there and kind of put him back in his place. I think that's an easy story to tell. I think a lot of people can connect with that. I think that's where we kind of see them two going.
Yeah, and you got to have Orton beat him. I mean, I know Theory beat Cena last year, but it's like
I would.
Yeah, they didn't capitalize on Theory for me. But okay, so I'm just going down my list. I put Cena with a question mark. I was gonna ask that, but you filled that in for me, so that's good. Because this just keeps getting delayed, and I don't know why. I don't think they've fought yet. I'm gonna say Cross and AOP versus Lashley and the Profits.
Actually, I did leave one more match off that I did have written down here that I forgot about because I forgot about where I put Lashley. That's an interesting one for sure because for them to do that means this feud's got to go another 2 months really. So
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised at all. I figured that it was going to be an Elimination Chamber. They'd probably finish that.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
Interesting.
Because they just keep delaying it. It's like.
No, totally.
Oh, okay. So do you have how many more matches?
I have 2 more matches. One that's not written down right here, but I did have it in my notes.
I have I'll say I have 5 more, but one of them is a joke. I'll be brutally honest. One of them is a question mark, and the other 3 could happen. But we'll go into it. What's your next one?
All right, kicking off night 2. I believe we get another debut of Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair.
That's one of the ones I had.
It is? Okay, awesome. Yep, that's going to be our night 2 opening match, I believe, and I think they're going to freaking rock the house down. 2 superstars going at it. Yeah. That'll be a moment.
Yeah, she looked good in the Rumble, Jade. I think Jade and Bianca had a moment. I don't if I remember correctly. All right. We'll go to. All right. I'll throw this one out there. I literally just thought of it for Kevin Owens, but it would be a great matchup, and the promos would be great. Kevin Owens versus Pat McAfee.
Ooh.
I had that, I believe, on. I definitely had that. I don't know when that pay-per-view was down or when it was or whatever, but that is a match that I've predicted in the past and have wanted to see in the past, and I love it. Yeah.
I think it would be great, truthfully.
I agree with that. No, I can't.
Yeah.
I think Pat McAfee, whatever he does, is entertaining. He's on Raw, though, so he's over there. But, I mean, I don't mean they can't bring him over to SmackDown, but
this is the time of year where
they'll cross over anyway.
Well, I mean, look at how many Raw guys were on SmackDown.
Good point. Yeah, honestly.
There was Drew, Sammy, And I
Yep.
think when McAfee and Theory were beefing, I think.
Yeah, Theory was on
Theory was
Raw.
Raw.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I mean it's possible. All right, your last
What about AJ
matchup.
Styles?
That's Max just said. What about AJ Styles? And that's who I had for
I don't have
Bobby
him on here.
Lashley. I had Lashley and Styles,
okay.
and then Club versus Street Profits. Yep. Well, not.
Okay.
That's kind of the feud building up on SmackDown, but they finally Styles versus AJ or versus Lashley 1-on-1 at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Okay. I could see it. I literally couldn't find a spot for AJ on here, and I think
It was that was one of the last ones I put on it because there's two guys. Kind of what happened is two guys that I had on my they got to be on WrestleMania show.
Lashley wasn't on last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lashley was not on WrestleMania last year, and I don't believe was Styles. Styles? Or was Styles hurt last year during WrestleMania?
I think Styles was hurt because he came back end of April. Yeah, Styles was hurt last year, and he was on it the year before at he was
Versus
in the Fatal
Edge.
4-Way tag. Wait,
No,
no.
Styles and Edge the year before, right?
Yeah, you're right. Why did I remember thinking Styles was in the tag match? Oh, the year before he was in a tag title match. It was him and Omos.
Yep, versus New Day, right? Yep.
That's what I'm remembering.
Yeah,
Yes, it was Styles versus Edge. Yeah. You were at 37?
And yeah, Tampa.
Tampa?
With
okay. Yeah.
Roman, Edge, and Daniel Bryan was the main event. Yep.
Were it poured both nights?
Yep.
That was good times. All right, my last one, I kind of just threw this together on the fly. They had a moment in the Rumble. I got Braun Breaker versus Omos.
Yep, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that for sure.
Braun Breaker
is awesome, man.
Yeah.
He is.
I love
He
Braun
can
Breaker.
move. I mean, he's literally like if you created a professional wrestler in a lab, it's insane. I mean, it's awesome.
I almost had Braun Breaker versus McAfee.
Mixing up with him.
Yeah, I almost had Breaker versus McAfee just because of how hilarious that would be.
They did. I mean, that's who McAfee jumped over the top rope in the Rumble. That's who he saw. Those two actually.
When McAfee entered the Rumble, Braun was like, "Come on, what do you want to do?" And McAfee's like, "Nope, I'm good." And then he gets back to commentary. They're like, "What was that?" He goes, "Have you seen the size of those two?"
I can't blame him honestly at that point. Yeah. If I was him.
Apparently McAfee didn't know he was entering the Rumble. I'm like, come on. I know you're keeping kayfabe.
When your number's called, he's out. When your number's called, be ready. That's the football player, McAfee, right there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and we'll get into this now. We might as well. Brock Lesnar versus McAfee would have been fun.
That would have been awesome. Actually, Brock Lesnar versus Logan Paul is what I had a couple months ago.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be a great match too.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if that happens when it's all said and done. Maybe when
It'll come.
Well, I got a question. Which legend makes a surprise at Mania, y'all think?
They're from Philly. It's in Philly.
Oh, which we didn't mention earlier. I don't think we mentioned on here. Oh. My prediction for host of WrestleMania. Max Abel. No.
I haven't gotten that call yet. I was kind of shocked.
Kevin Hart is going to be the host of WrestleMania. That is my prediction. I think he is buddies with The Rock. I think The Rock's going to make a phone call. I think Kevin Hart is an awesome host for WrestleMania in Philly. I think he'll mix it up with probably a segment with maybe The Miz in there. Miz is always involved in that. The New Day, and then maybe if they want to Brett's question, maybe
ECW legends.
I was going to say maybe he's getting put through a table and we get the Dudley Boys or something. That'd be awesome.
I was thinking like Tommy Dreamer, Sabu.
Yep.
I mean, you could go the regular route of Hogan.
Hogan was featured heavily in the Rumble or at the Rumble, I guess. He didn't come out. But.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was there. My buddy told me. Who else? Who else would be a good one? I mean, they're doing the Rock thing.
RVD was just on AEW, I believe.
Yeah.
He wrestled Swerve a couple weeks ago. So I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not sure what his deal with AEW is. I mean, everyone always loves to see RVD on the television. I mean, another guy that we're talking about just somehow doesn't lose a step and gets better. I mean, you still watch him. He looks the exact same way he did 20 years ago.
Reason I say the Dudley Boys is because WWE has that partnership with TNA right now.
True. And I don't even know where Devon works off the top of my head.
I'm not sure.
If he
Actually,
works
I'm not sure what Devon's deal is.
Yeah. I know Bubba or Bully Ray is with TNA. I want to see Stone Cold save Cody from The Rock. That's definitely. I've been seeing that theory go around. It's definitely not impossible. Like Rock comes out to help Roman, and then like Glass shatters.
That's what I think. I don't think Triple H and Rock will have a match, but after Triple H, I did see Triple H's promo from Friday. Yeah. He may give the. I could see him getting involved in some capacity as well. I don't know if he's looking to wrestle a full match, but maybe he's got a little bit of physicality left in him.
Yeah. I don't see him doing the match just because he said he has a pacemaker, so I just can't see it. I don't think Stephanie would be a fan of that. I can't imagine she would be. But
I mean, Ric Flair wrestled with a pacemaker.
Well, Ric Flair also faked a heart attack during that last match. So
That's true.
Ric Flair's a different. Ric Flair might have another last match. Who knows? What was I gonna say? Shout out to my buddy Gavin. So he gave me this idea because I thought I had a theory that Rock was gonna kayfabe fire Cody Rhodes because Rock's on the board now. He went as far.
Dude, what?
Sorry. Apologize.
I was gonna let it go.
I mean.
He went as far as to say The Rock could fire Triple H. Now, realistically, in real life, that doesn't make any sense. But for a TV show, you can get away with it.
I'm sorry, Bobby.
You're good.
I mean, I bring him back. Not even 2 hours into working for me again. He's being rude. He's being a jackass.
You're good. No worries. Yeah, Rock firing Triple H would be interesting. Obviously.
That's an interesting story to go with for sure.
In real life, it wouldn't make any sense, but it's WWE. All right, my last two matches, one of them is a complete joke. One of them is, I said Pierce versus Aldis.
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, we got a lot of time to WrestleMania. They could they have planted seeds for that, and I don't think anyone would be surprised at this point. Maybe they do pick a represent. I think back in 2008, WrestleMania 24. This is the most recent one I can think of, but I think they may have done a couple tag matches. They did like a 10-man one year. When they picked Raw GM picked Umaga, SmackDown picked Batista. Maybe do a Raw versus SmackDown representation type deal, and then all this pierced it.
It was Trump and McMahon. They picked.
No, that wasn't brand. That wasn't brand warfare. Yeah. But yes,
but it was
they did pick that represent. Yeah, and I can definitely see that. Maybe that's where you get your LA Knight match, your Randy Orton match, or maybe that's where they get kind of mixed. What's up?
Well, for me, Andrade. For me, Andrade, because I don't have him on here.
Lashley even is someone I can see being picked.
Heck, Braun Breaker.
Yep.
Yeah. And my last match,
I do think Aldis will be working a match. I think Aldis versus Randy Orton would be an awesome matchup this year. I mean, Aldis versus Lashley, AJ Styles. I mean, Aldis is someone I look forward to seeing hopefully wrestle in the WWE if he hasn't called it a career quite yet in the ring.
AJ Love says, what gimmick match do you think we get? Shoop nailed it earlier with his United States Championship prediction. Kevin Owens, Logan Paul, I think that's great. Falls count anywhere to avoid the brass knuck situation. I think that's perfect. Maybe if you do like Pierce versus Aldis, you could do like a no holds barred or whatever. But otherwise, I think that's a good one. Yeah. Now I'm looking at it. And my last match, this is a complete joke, but it's been talked about before. Shane McMahon versus Hulk Hogan.
I love it.
Here comes the money.
Listen,
here comes the money.
Shane came out last year. Oh, go ahead, Max.
We left off one match. Andre the Giant Battle Memorial Rumble.
Oh, good point.
Who wins that?
Do they?
I wonder if they do that on Wrestle because they've been doing that on SmackDown.
Oh, they do it on
recently,
SmackDown. Oh God, who won it last year? Bobby won it last year. Lashley.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah,
sure?
Lashley won it. Yeah.
Yeah, he tossed out Bronson Reed at the end, I believe, right?
No, he tossed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bronson Reed, LA Knight, Bronson Reed.
Yep.
Because he came out on night one with the trophy, and we were like, "Oh, impromptu match," and then he just walked to the back. And yeah, Andre the Memorial. Oh, Madcap won it too. Madcap won it 2 years ago, which I called.
Bronson Reed could be his. I mean, I can see that.
Yeah.
Maybe Braun Breaker. I mean, maybe that's where Braun Breaker gets.
I was just thinking Braun Breaker. If you don't give him a WrestleMania match, Carmelo Hayes. He's doing the coach,
I bet it's one of those guys who has an NXT match the day after. Yeah, I'll give it a Braun Breaker right there. That's my pick.
Yeah, that would be a good one. I like Braun Breaker. I like Bronson Reed. Heck, you can even give it to Omos.
Yeah, Omos. Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't be ideal.
Omos
but,
already won it.
Did he?
No, I don't know when he would have. No, because 2 years ago, who did he wrestle at WrestleMania 2 years ago? That was Lashley. The year before was his debut with the New against the New. I don't think he's won it. He won a Battle Royal at Survivor Series.
That's what I was thinking.
I believe it was
that's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah, he won the Rock Battle Royal, but the Rock wasn't there. Yeah. Imagine J. Cruz at 3R. Imagine Hogan dropping the leg on Shane O'Mac, brother. Can Hogan even do it?
I can see it, man. I mean, if that.
I don't know.
I would.
The only reason I threw this match on there was it last year that Shane booked himself to win the Rumble, or was that no? That was 2
years ago, I believe.
Yeah, and Shane was desperate to work with anyone, and he knew Hogan wanted that last match. So he's like, Hogan, I'll come at you. You don't just stand at the opposite side of the ring, and we can do whatever. So, best of both worlds. Shane gets his
I'm giving
match.
that one the Saudi Arabia stamp.
It's possible. It's definitely possible. They love Hogan over there. They love Shane over there.
Quads again.
So,
Trying to be funny?
fun story.
It's not funny. It happened.
It did have. Oh, fun story. When we were in LA, he went up. He did the jump. He lands. He goes down, and I'm like, guys, something's wrong. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, he's not getting up. And then all of a sudden, like, Snoop Dogg comes in, and it's like,
Snoop.
And then the same thing with Finn Balor the next night. When he got hit with the ladder and he got busted open, they weren't showing it on the screen. And I'm telling people around me, I'm like,
poured buckets of blood. That was brutal.
I'm like, something's wrong. They were like, what do you mean? I'm like, look at the screen right now. They're only showing Edge, and Edge is not going after him.
Yeah,
so
I remember thinking that on TV as well.
Yeah, that was a Shane O'Mac night one, and then Miz wrestled 3 times last year, technically.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, lost to McAfee. No, I guess he beat Shane, and then he lost to Snoop Dogg. What a stat line that is. All right, so yeah, that's host for WrestleMania is Kevin Hart. That's a really good one. Hogan most definitely can't bump brother. Yeah, it's true. If it's Shane versus
He doesn't have to bump
Hogan. If it's Shane versus Hogan, you need a stipulation there for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely need a stipulation there for sure. But all right, do we have anything else we want to add to WrestleMania?
Shoop and Max.
True.
American title open challenge. I would love if we're taking picks. I mean, I would love to add that to the card. I don't know if that's in the books for them this year. Maybe a couple years down the road. You never know. That's the goal. Wrestling in a stadium like WrestleMania is the goal.
Hell yeah. Judgment Day versus Awesome Truth versus Max and Shoop. There we go.
I love it.
Wait, who?
Shoop and Max. I'm sorry. Shoop and Max.
Yeah,
Call
Shoop and
myself.
Max.
Yeah, Shoop and Max. All right, I'll do it over. Shoop and Max versus Judgment Day versus Awesome Truth. Triple threat for the world, undisputed, whatever you call them, tag team championships. WrestleMania 40. Jeez. On night, we'll go.
I mean, give Penn State boy returning home to Philly.
Yeah.
I mean, the story,
can't book it any better than that.
Pennsylvania loves Shoop. Penn State loves Shoop. Everywhere Shoop goes, the people love Shoop. I'll even bring out the Letterman jacket one more night just to walk down that WrestleMania ramp. WrestleMania 40. And it's not in the contract we negotiated this morning to team together anymore, but maybe we could work something out on a special occasion like that.
I love it. And just one more thing. Where do we think WrestleMania 41 is going to be?
Is that unannounced?
No, they've been talking.
I thought they said Minnesota.
So that's the rumor. I
hope it's not.
I'm not a betting man, but I for sure thought when Triple H said on Thursday, "Are you ready?" I thought he was going to end it with to have WrestleMania 41 at Allegiant Stadium. I really thought that was coming.
I think you might. I bet that. Yeah, I like that pick. When's the last time they were in Atlanta? Atlanta was 27.
I believe so.
Because they got a new stadium. I always think, like, when I'm thinking about it, when someone asks me this question, I think of where's the new stadiums at. They have
Tennessee is getting a new one, but that's not for a few years.
Not for a little while. That's why I say Atlanta's definitely in the running, I bet. Vegas is obviously in the running. I mean, is there any other?
I mean, Minnesota is newer, but yeah. And that's what they said for Brock's retirement match, possibly. But
correct. Yep.
Who knows what's going on with Brock right now? I can't think of anywhere else.
Hold on.
It's an email. People are emailing me a message.
I'm sorry, man. Max is just looking at his phone. I mean, that is so damn disrespectful, bro.
They're messaging me about you.
It's
about the tag. About applications. It's applications.
Oh, I thought you were saying they were going to get some T-shirt deals, T-shirt money out of this.
T-shirts, too. It was about the T-shirts and the tag team.
You hear that? Shoop T-shirts are going fast. You better order now if you missed my announcement earlier.
There you go. Yeah, we'll if anybody wants that link, I will provide it. It was just announced that Okada is headed to AEW. I mean, I'm not shocked by any means.
Just in the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes? I didn't see that before I got on. Max, you got a smartphone. Get your phone out, man. Come on.
Look it up right now.
All right. This is from Fightful. I can't pronounce his first name. Kazuchika Okada is headed to AEW as an expected to sign soon. Fightful Select has learned.
I believe it.
I mean, I'm not shocked.
Awesome. Yeah,
I'm not shocked whatsoever. But yeah, so Okada's to AEW. Otherwise, thank you to my awesome guests, Shoop and Max, for joining me.
Thank you, Bobby. It's always a pleasure, man.
This was fun. Thanks for coming on again. I agree, not surprised at all. Yep. Thank you to everyone who joined, commented, listened. WrestleMania is a little under 2 months away at the time of this stream. Yeah, something like that. April 6th and 7th, I think.
I believe it's 6th and 7th, correct.
Yeah. If you're there on April 7th, look for me, because I'm only going to night 2, unless The Rock is wrestling night 1, then I'll have to find my way there one way or another. Are you possibly going to be there, or?
It's still up in the air what Shoop will be doing WrestleMania weekend. I'm not currently booked on any matches down here in the South. I'm kind of leaving it open to maybe go up and see if like I said, I mean, if they put me and Max on there, I mean, we'll definitely are willing to make the trip up there. But we might. I mean, Philly is in the first week of April. Isn't like it's no Miami. It's no warm weather Orlando. It's no Tampa where the other manias have been recently. So I mean, that might have a little factor in it. But WrestleMania. I mean, I've been to one WrestleMania in the past. It's always. I mean, It's the biggest show of the year. I mean, Super Bowl Sunday's today, but the Super Bowl is the second biggest sporting event of the year, in my opinion. So,
Yeah, and you ain't lying about that weather. I went to Dallas 2 years ago, 80 degrees. Went to LA last year, 60 degrees. Could be 40 with snow here, and it's supposed to snow Tuesday. It's like I hate it. What's the temp where you're at? Hope it's better than
Looking
what
right
we
now.
got. I hope it's better than what we got because we got in the 30s or 40s right now.
69.
69.
Harder!
Perfect. I love it. Again, thank you to my awesome guests, Shoop and Max, for joining us. Thank you to everyone commented, joined, listened. My next stream is probably going to be an Elimination Chamber prediction stream. So we'll get with that. We got some debate videos coming.
You're gonna watch the Chamber live? Are you gonna watch it live?
No, not at 4 a.m. I actually have a bet with one of my friends. He goes, and then I'll let you guys go. He's like, oh, they're gonna start it around our time. I'm like, really? They're gonna accommodate us when they're in Australia. He goes, yeah. I'm like, I'll bet you right now. Let's do it. I was like, I guarantee you it will start before 8 a.m. our time.
I'll already be up training because I'm already up at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I might have him up. That was kind of our plan. We have a show that Friday night. I'll be competing in Lebanon, Tennessee. PW Pro Wrestling Alliance is the name of the promotion. Don't know who I'll be wrestling yet, but we'll get home that night. Probably get early to bed just so Max will be up around 3 a.m. pushing the sled, maybe running some hills, see where we're at, see what the weather's like, and then we'll probably recover. We'll watch the show together right on time, live.
There you go. Yeah. I got up for the 2018 Australia show, and by the end of the day, I was like, I will never do this again.
I actually remember. I think I did. I was at Penn State. I do remember because I think it was the only match I remember there was Cena and Lashley versus Elias and KO.
Wow. Yeah. I remember Taker and Triple H was the main event.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. Yep.
And that led to Shawn Michaels coming out of
the Southeastern show. Yep.
Yeah, that was dark times. But yes, if anybody wants a link for Shoop merch, DM me or DM Shoop, or just DM me. There you go. Again, thank you to my awesome guests. Thank you to everyone for joining. And tomorrow I got a video coming out. Ironically, this is perfect timing. My thoughts on the road to WrestleMania. We talk theories, we talk a little predictions, we just talk what happened on Thursday. But with that being said, I'm Bobby from Bobby's Breakdowns, joined by Shoop and Max, and we will see you guys later. Bye-bye.